Howdy, welcome to my bed. Welcome to my bed. Welcome to my bed. Welcome to my bed. I am a little under the weather. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. I've been fighting a cold for about a week. A couple days ago, I had Saturday off, and I was feeling worse than I was today, but I decided that I wanted to go sit by the lake, and I kept having these feelings and thoughts of like, you should just relax, stay home, take it easy, put on a show, take a nap, just like take care of yourself. But I kept like pushing and pushing, trying to like optimize my day and take for granted Saturday that I had off. And it put me in the position that I was in this Saturday, which was not a great day for me. It wasn't, I'm not complaining. It was fine. I'm alive. I'm safe. I'm healthy. So all things are fine. But it was just one of those days where a lot of little things stacked up and created like just as it. This has just been a shitty day. That's just how I felt. It just felt like I was not meant to be doing what I was doing that day. Felt like the world was fighting against me. So it started with me driving 2 hours to a lake called Lake Pleasant. And I was quickly taken onto a dirt road. And it wasn't horrible. Like my Honda was doing fine. I wasn't too nervous. But then Google Maps kept wanting me to go on these trails that were definitely designated for ATVs or four-wheeling vehicles.
I fear I may be in over my head even for me. I did like a really quick search if it was all paved road because I'm in a Honda Accord, and it said yes, and I very quickly was led off of a paved road, and it's been manageable up to this point, but it's led me to some crazy like steep hill that has all these like, I don't know, it's just not gonna happen in this car. So I'm trying to troubleshoot and figure out a different place to go. I'm a little bummed because I've already driven like 2 hours to try to get here. I'm really trying to avoid large crowds, which is hard to do on a Saturday in the summer in Arizona. Like there's already a lack of water in Arizona, so I feel like everyone just like flocks to the water when it's hot. But there is a different cove, I think called Fireman's Cove, that I'm going to go try to see if I can get to that. So hopefully this cuts to me chilling next to the water. If not, I'm going to be a sad little boy, but we will see. I have no service out here either.
I ended up going to a beach that was on a paved road, but since it's more accessible, there was a lot more people there, which was frustrating because my whole goal that day was to be alone in nature.
I don't know if this guy is like trying to brawl or what. He keeps like approaching my car. Oh. What does that mean? He's kind of cute.
So I get to this very busy beach with people blaring music and a lot of people drinking, which whatever. I've been drunk at the lake. It's fun. But it just wasn't the vibe that I had imagined for the day, So I was already frustrated, but it felt like it was my only option because I was 2 hours away from home and I had already spent money on the gas. I was just like, okay, fine. I'll try to make the most of it. So I pack up my bag, I get my paddleboard and my backpack, and I just like walk past all these canopies, all this like loud music, and I'm eventually able to find a little cove that no one's around and is a little more quiet. So, I'm getting my sunshade set up. It's like 105 degrees out. I'm sick. My nose is running. There's wind advisories that day. I'm at like the perfect spot to where the wind is like, it just like was extra strong where I was at. And so it kept like picking up my canopy and like twisting it. It was just like a pain in the butt. But eventually I get my canopy up and I'm able to secure it. Like I don't pump up my paddleboard, I just keep it folded up and I put that on the back flap and I'm able to find like 4 rocks to go on each side, each of the corners of the canopy to like kind of hold it down. I go in the lake and take a dip, kind of cool off for a little bit. I'm feeling a little better, get my body temperature down. And then not even 10 minutes into sitting under my sunshade, a big gust of wind comes and completely blows my sunshade into the lake, takes off my cowboy hat as well. It's like it's all my shit is just like blowing into the lake. There's a bunch of people watching me and it was just really embarrassing. Then a big group of people on paddleboards comes to the cove that I'm in and starts blasting music, and that was like my final straw.
I'm really frustrated right now. There's this whole lake and everyone came over here. Also, the wind blew my canopy down, so I'm just feeling really frustrated. I drove for like 30 minutes on that unpaved road that led me to nowhere. Drove 30 minutes back. At that point, I'd already been driving for 2 hours to get here, so I was like, okay, I need to at least find some body of water, some place to land. Find this place, and it's just like completely swamped with people. I know that I don't own this place, but I just want to be alone in nature sometimes. I don't want to be around people right now. I just don't like it here either. It's kind of ugly, if I'm being honest. It just looks kind of barren and depressing. So, this adventure was a bust, unfortunately. I've been here for probably 15 minutes, and I'm already gonna leave, I think. Like, why does this lady have to be right next to me, blasting her music? You know? It's so annoying. I'm just feeling annoyed, I'm feeling agitated. I'm sick too, so I think that plays into me not feeling good and just feeling agitated and annoyed. I haven't been feeling good this week. I don't even know why I'm recording this. Alright, let's pack up and go. This fucking sucked, dude. I'm not trying to be negative, but it's just how I feel. But it's my fault. I put myself in this situation, so just need to take the L and go home and relax. Anyway, bye.
I just packed everything up and started walking back to my car. I was very frustrated. I had this big, like, my big paddleboard bag on my back, and I was walking down this, like, slope, and I stepped on a pile of rocks and just, like, fell completely on my back on the paddleboard. And I was just, I was on the verge of tears. I just felt so disappointed, and the whole day. It's funny because a Bruno Mars song came on, and I think it's called Lazy Day. It's like, today I don't feel like doing anything. I just wanna stay in my bed. And even that, like, coming on out on the road to Lake Pleasant, and I was just like, oh no, I'm not gonna stay in bed today. I'm gonna go to Lake Pleasant. It's like, I should have just stayed in bed. I should have just stayed in bed this day. I was resisting so hard, trying to like make this day be what I wanted it to be, when I knew deep down that what I really needed was to take care of myself and to like stay home and sleep. It was a good reminder to me to trust my gut and to not force things. I don't know. The whole thing was unnecessary, and it wasn't what I wanted or needed. And I had so many feelings of like, even on the drive to the lake, like I should just turn around and go and relax. I should just turn around. I should just turn around. But I kept forcing it and I kept fighting it because I wanted to, like, I don't know, just create this experience for myself, which I had good intentions. I had good intentions. I'm not being hard on myself or anything, but I just kept overriding my gut feeling. And it's not drastic. Nothing drastic happened. It was just an experience that wasn't that pleasant for, you know, 3/4 of my day. But yeah, I still wanted to make a video and I still wanted to share some of the footage that I got from the experience and me being frustrated because, you know, it's real. And I just think it's interesting to see those parts of people's lives as well. So I want to share those parts of mine too. And also just to remind myself not to override my gut. I gotta trust my gut. I will catch you guys in the next video, the next adventure. And I know it's going to be a lot more fun. Anyway, bye!